Carolyn Nichols, certified holistic nutritionist here at the Energy Shack to give you truths that you need to know about snacking. You know, I just can't tell you how many times I hear from my clients, and I have heard from so many different fads and diets that snacking is good for you. I'm here to tell you that snacking is bad for you. Believe it or not, you don't actually have to listen to what I say, of course, because I realize that I am the minority, but I want you to know, and this is like a truth forever, that truth will never ever be the most popular thing. Why? Because most truth requires discipline, and that is the truth. So let me give you the reason why snacking is not a good idea, and then you could be the judge to see if it, what about healthy snacks? You can be the judge and decide whether or not you should be snacking. So what about kids? Should they be snacking? Adults? What about people that are working out? What about people that are losing weight? All of these things we've been told we need to be snacking, and I'm telling you that that is one of the most detrimental things you can do to your body, your digestive system, and even your brain. And the reason being is that when we put a meal inside of our body, our digestive system, our stomach gut, goes through the digestion first. Of course, digestion begins in the mouth, right? This is stage number 1 with all of our digestive enzymes down through the esophagus into the stomach. And the true digestion happens inside our small intestinal tract, okay? So the small intestines take care of taking that food apart and bringing it down to its molecular state so it can be absorbed in the human body. That was very, very important to know. Food is broken down in the intestinal tract to its molecular state so that hopefully it's in its proper forms and it can be then absorbed into the human body in its molecular state. Well, every stage of digestion is important. And when food goes into the stomach, your stomach begins to break that food down into a nice, beautiful consistency of mush called chyme, okay? And so that chyme, once it's at the right consistency, then moves through the sphincter into your intestinal tract. And once it's in that beautiful liquid form, it's much easier for the body to take that down to its next stage of breaking down breaking down the food into the next stage of digestion, into its molecular form. So there is an actual process in the stomach gut that is needed to do that. When food goes into the mouth, your stomach acids come out in full force, hopefully, unless you've got digestion issues. But if you listen to me, you shouldn't. So when those digestive enzymes come out to break down that food, of course your food, hopefully you've chewed it extremely well. There's no teeth in the stomach gut, so chew your food well. But as that food is being broken down, it starts as chewed food but ends as kind of a liquid. There are a number of stages that those digestive juices go through. First of all, if you look at the stomach and the whole stage of digestive enzymes, you would notice that your stomach was actually designed to be about 75% full, not small little tiny meals. Of course that speeds up metabolism, but it messes up digestion. So when that food is going in there, and those digestive enzymes are working to break down that food, one of the worst things you could do for your health is to interrupt that. Because then digestion will stop working on all that wonderful breakfast you had, and in starts coming an almond. Oh, really healthy almond, and 2, and 3, and 4. And digestive enzymes stop and start working on the almond because it can only work on one thing at a time. So as it's working on that food, wonderful, going through all the right processes to get this to its liquid chyme, in comes a snack. Stop guys, we have another incoming. Starts to work on this food, but this original meal was wrapped up in all these stomach enzymes, digestive juices, and now it's doing nothing. Well, actually, it's doing something. It's actually rotting and putrefying because of all this acid that is in it, and the digestive process stopped. And then we get gassy and bloated. Not good. And that gas and that bloating and all of that unnecessary fermentation eventually can create acid reflux, can create abrasions on your stomach lining. Here's one of the worst parts, even if you don't feel gas and bloated, because that food is fermenting inside your stomach, once it does get into your small intestinal tract, so many of those nutrients have been ruined because they went through some sort of rotting and putrefying process, and that ruins them at a molecular level. So, you had this wonderful bowl of oatmeal with all these expensive raspberries that you just bought, and so many of the antioxidants, the fiber, the proteins, all of that has been destroyed because you went and had a mid-morning snack. Now, if you're hungry, that's a different story. But most of us are eating out of habit, or because we're told to, or because we just think we should have a snack. If you want to have some nuts, have them with your breakfast. Have them with your salad at lunchtime. I highly, highly recommend that you move to having 2 bigger meals a day. You're looking for a small little snack meal? Have that as your dinner if you're feeling hungry. But we should absolutely never snack. Is this true for children as well? If you've got them at home with you and you can control when they're eating and how much they're eating and they're full, then they shouldn't just eat because they feel like having a snack. They should just drink water till they're hungry again. I used to be a mother of young children, not anymore, but I would find it very difficult when my child's been snacking all day to try to get them to sit down and eat a spinach stew. That's just not happening. But a starving, very hungry child, Mama, I want to eat. Well, this is all we have right now. Okay, I'll eat it. It's much easier. Same thing with us. If we just keep interrupting that digestion process, we're never really super hungry. And it's on a wonderful hungry stomach that food is best absorbed. You want your stomach to be empty when you are ready to bring in another meal. Listen to your body. Don't eat out of habit. Don't eat because it's time to eat. Listen to your body. Eat your meal, wait an hour, let digestion begin. Start drinking water and only water until you're hungry again. And then have your next big healthy meal. Wait an hour, drink only water, and then if you're hungry in the evening, maybe a small snack, a small salad, a soup, or if you're on our membership program, you will get some wonderful, light, wonderful, nourishing drinks that you can have in the evening, and that will be in your inbox as well. So I hope this has convinced you, or at least gave you some food for thought as to why snacking is a bad idea. You want some nuts, or you want some strawberries, or you want that, have them with your meals, not between them.